You have the energy, all right? So make sure your number's called, you're ready to play. Come out there and show people what you can do. Come on, let's go.
See, the day starts a new season. The day starts something that's so powerful that nobody cares about your record.
Play loose and have fun. Right? Get out there, enjoy it, get after them. You have the energy.
Enjoy them all. Let's have a great time. Here we go.
Energy on 3, 1, 2, 3. Energy.
When you walk back in this locker room, you're going to feel a certain pride about yourself because you know you have gave it your all.
But I want you to kind of lock into this drive that has been you all season long.
I want you to remember what we stand for. So trust your teammates to do the right thing. Do it together. All right.
Be the best you today.
Let's go. Awesome fun. Come on.
Okay, we play for each other. We've had a whole heck of a lot of fun this year.
Play together.
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.
When you walk back in this locker room, you're going to feel a certain pride about yourself because you know you have gave it your all.
But I want you to kind of lock into this drive that has been you all season long.
I want you to remember what we stand for. So trust your teammates to do the right thing. Do it together. All right.
Be the best you today.
Let's go. Awesome fun. Come on.
Okay, we play for each other. We've had a whole heck of a lot of fun this year.
Play together.
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Chappie Field here at Anderson Stadium in Providence as the Friars get set to take on the St. John's Red Storm in Big East women's soccer action. I'm Mike Mancuso. Glad you could join us here on the Big East Digital Network presented by SoFi. It's a must-win game for the Friars who need to win not just today but also on Sunday to make the Big East tournament. Friars come into this one third in the Eastern Division at 7-2-1. St. John's at 5-4-1. But when looking at this St. John's team, one player that has been outstanding so far this season has been the sophomore midfielder Jessica Garziano from Melville, New York. 6 goals and 2 assists to lead the team. A great technical player that controls the midfield and has the technical ability to take over a game at almost any point. So the Friars certainly have to be wary of where she is on the pitch at all times. On the other side, for the Friars, they've been led by a freshman, Meg Hughes from Rochester, Massachusetts. 4 goals and 6 assists to lead the team. A fast, dynamic player and a clinical finisher, someone that the Friars have turned to time and time again this season to help produce their offense. Friars unbeaten at home this season and looking to keep it that way. They've outscored opponents 16-1 here at Chappie Field and looking to keep that streak going. It's a beautiful day in the capital city of the Ocean State. A slight breeze, but temperatures in the 70s. Again, it's a home-and-home series today and Sunday that could propel Providence into the Big East tournament. 2 victories would put them ahead of UConn and have them joining Georgetown out of the Eastern Division of the Big East. For St. John's at 2-4-1 in the conference, they are unable to make the tournament at this point. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for today's game. First, we'll take a look at the visiting lineup for the St. John's Red Storm. In between the pipes today will be the grad student from Allentown, Pennsylvania, Jordan Camp. She wears the 00 today. 10 field players in front of her. Brooke Boyd. Johnny Kajan, the 2019 Player of the Year in the conference. Ava Collins, Michelle Money, Jessica Garziano, Catherine Turner, Nicole Molter, Grace Paredes, Isabel Aviza, and Grace Bernardi rounding out the starting 11 for head coach Ian Stone now in his 27th season at the helm of the Red Storm. On the other side for the Friars, they'll be led today in between the pipes by the freshman from Monroe Township, New Jersey, Emma Bodmer. 10 field players in front of her include Chloe Ortolano, Sarah Feis-Heisen getting the start this afternoon, Emily McCalligan, Meg Hughes, Alexis Rothman, Elena Gerlakis, Avery Sneed, Christina Rogers, Kyla Gallagher, and Amber Birchwell rounding out the starting side for head coach Sam Lopes, now in his 7th season at the helm of the Friars. Friars wearing the black uniforms today, white numerals defending goal to the right on your screen. St. John's in the white uniforms with big red numerals on their backs. They are defending goal to the left here to start today. Friars trying to press high here on this back line of the Red Storm as they work the ball side to side across the pitch. Kajan, one of the most talented players in the Big East, according to her coach, just plays at a different level. Has a lot of international experience as well with the Hungarian national team. Has been banged up a little bit, but keeps on trucking and certainly has put together another class season. 4 goals, 2 assists for Kajan. St. John trying to work it up the near side as they will work it through Money. Across now, here's Collins. Trying to dump it into the corner and slipping through was Avisa. Isabel Avisa, and if that name sounds familiar, if you're a Providence fan, her brother Austin Avisa, the goalkeeper, that helped lead the Friars deep into the 2019 NCAA tournament, both hailing from Medway, Massachusetts. Here's Emma Bodmer with the first goal kick of the game. Well, looks like St. John's preventing those short goal kicks inside the area. Meg Hughes with the settling touch. Miss hit, though, she was trying to connect with the McCalligan. Garziano on the attack, but Rogers able to clear it out. And so far, St. John's trying to get into some dangerous areas here early on. Kajan settles in the midfield and now slips it back. Cutting on it was Turner. Talking to Coach Stone, felt they had to be very wary of Providence's attacking players like Hughes, Gallagher, Birchwell. Here's Gallagher now playing it across. That one's going to be intercepted by Paradis. Gallagher able to win it back. Now the cutback as well, teaming up with Birchwell, who had a fantastic game winner on the road on Monday to take down Villanova. Hughes getting into the 18 and able to draw the first corner kick of the game for the Friars. And the Friars 3 games in a 7-day span, needing victories in all 3 to earn a spot in the Big East tournament. Took care of business on Monday at the road at Villanova. And now looking to keep their home record intact as well. Corner was going towards the near pipe that time, but last touched by Rogers. And so St. John's will now settle for another goal kick. Again, St. John's 2-4-1 in the conference coming into today. Outside of the one draw, the other 6 games all decided by 1 goal, either one way or another. And Coach Stone, and talking to him, feeling it just comes down to experience. He's fielding a very young team this season, but has been very happy with their progression over the course of the shortened spring season, and is really looking forward to what might happen in just a couple months. Fall season will be starting in just about 4 months from now. Hard to believe, but that is the case. Here's McCalligan, sending it all the way back for Bodmer. She's going to be put under pressure from Avisa. Avisa, a member of the Big East All-Rookie team back in 2019. Certainly has the ability to put it in the back of the net as well if given the chance. Here's Collins now, earning another throw-in as they work down the near sideline. Stepping up to take this one will be Grace Bernardi, a sophomore out of Massapequa, New York. Let's toss in for Collins. And now Bernardi once again. She'll send it into the corner. And again, St. John's with some decent possession here in the attacking third. Rothman, good challenge near the top of the area, and Friar fans very happy to see Alexis Rothman. Last time she played on this field was when she got injured against Villanova. That one almost a month ago. Made her return on Monday. when they took on the Wildcats. According to Coach Lopes, she is the heartbeat and kind of the engine of the entire team, whether she's playing or not. And the Friars certainly happy to have her back out there as well. Providence looking for a counter, but stymieing that was Grace Paredes. And now Garziano trying to take on Feisheisen. Shot from Garziano is going to be blocked by McCalligot. And now Birchwell has it taken off her foot with a touch from Paredes. Hughes sending it wide now for Gallagher. Gallagher certainly has speed if she can get into the open field. Touch for Hughes, now ahead for Gralakis, but able to clear it away was Nicole Malter, freshman from Islip, New York. And Ortolano checks out her options here, tosses it up ahead. Tried to work it to Gralakis that time. The touch out of bounds by St. John's gives it back to the Friars. Towards the corner it goes, and Providence able to earn its second corner kick of the afternoon as Birchwell putting some pressure on the Red Storm defense. These two teams were scheduled to play earlier in the season. That one got postponed at literally the last moment. Friars were in New York on the bus on their way to the field before it was postponed, and that will be the makeup game on Sunday, as this was originally scheduled to be the regular season finale. Here's Garziano, leaving it back for Brooke Boyd. She'll accelerate past Hughes and has her pass broken up by Rothman. Good pressure here by the Friars, trying to keep St. John's locked in deep. Feisheisen, a nice step. Able to get just in front of Kajan. Birchwell now eludes one defender, sends it towards the area. Gallagher on the run and just couldn't get there as it bounced past her. Ortolano trying to chase on the back end, but it will go to the Red Storm. Just over 6 minutes in. Glad you could join us here on the Big East Digital Network for this afternoon's contest as Avery Sneed works it over to Birchwell. Birchwell does well to fend off Money. Hard takedown, but play will continue. Friars with possession. Here's McCalligot. Squares it for Feisheisen. Now up ahead for Hughes. She's dispossessed, though, by Malter. Kajan able to use Boyd as they work it in tight quarters. Garziano up ahead now. The target this time is Avisa. She's turned the other way, though, by Rogers. St. John's will work it through the back once more. Turner working with Bernardi. Bernardi back to the middle. Paredes now has Kajan wide. She'll use her. Paredes once again. That pass a little bit behind Money. But now they'll work it through Collins. Collins stared down by Ortolano and is able to get the deflection off of Chloe Ortolano, the sophomore from Norwalk, Connecticut. Bernardi up to take the toss. Has Garziano. Slick ball movement here by the Red Storm. Garziano puts it into the area, but Bodmer left all alone to handle that one. Emma Bodmer now clad in the red today. A .50 goals against average. And an .875 save percentage coming into this one. A three-time Big East goalie of the week this year. Gralakis trying to track it down. Collins, though, able to turn on Ortolano. Has a couple feet of separation. A tough touch that time, though. Was unable to keep it forward was Avisa. Far side run, here's Malter. Boyd, and up ahead it came for Money, who sent it back. Long balled up ahead by Turner, but just over the head of Collins. Rothman now works through the middle of the field. Here is Birchwell with Gallagher wide. Gallagher, nice ball towards the area, but a little bit too deep that time. Over the head of Gralakis. As the Friars trying to get some offense going quickly that time. Played up ahead by Turner for Garziano. And Garziano leading the team in goals and total points. 6 goals, 2 assists for 14 points on the year. And has really made a jump up according to Coach Stone. And such a selfless, unselfish player. And has really learned how to battle in the midfield. Calls her a classic number 10. Here's Rothman ahead. And that one just too far ahead of Ortolano. It's a tough turnover in a not so great area for the Friars. Quick toss by Bernardi. Avisa trying to make something happen that time with money. And now the Friars work the near side again. Gallagher looking to switch the field, but caught the back of Gerlakis. Friars a little bit out of sync on some of these passes early on. And Coach Stone feeling like his Red Storm could really play without any pressure here today. All the pressure on the Friars to win. Here's Gerlakis. And that one wide of everything. So about 10 minutes and change into this first half, still scoreless. The only stats to report so far, 2 corner kicks for the Friars. Jordan Camp comes into this one. 0.57 goals against, has also only allowed 1 goal on the season in 158 minutes of play coming into today. Ortolano wins it in the air, but knocks it out. As Bernardi picks out a target, just couldn't get it over Gallagher, but will continue to take her space. Garziano. And now Boyd. Swings it D to D from Moulter. Kajan dispossessed by Feisheisen, and now Hughes with control. And the Friars will work it to McCalligan. Rogers, a big blast up ahead with Gerlakis on the run, and safely awayed out of play by Brooke Boyd, not taking any chances in the defensive third. Gerlakis has her shot blocked by Boyd on a well-timed challenge. Rothman looking to keep it alive. And lets that one roll out. Will be a Friar throw as Gallagher comes over to take it from Coach Lopes. Toss in for Birchwell. And finally cleared up ahead for Kajan, who's now slid over to the near side. She finds Garziano, and then the touch back from Money. Out wide for Moulter, who had to scramble to get away from Hughes. Boyd finding Kajan. And Moulter able to get it back to Garziano. As Friars good pressure in the middle of the field here. Trying to challenge and make things difficult for this St. John's back line as they try to advance through the middle. Comes all the way back. It's finally chipped ahead by Turner. Birchwell a touch to it. Gerlakis couldn't quite get there. Rothman ahead for Gerlakis. The touch out wide, but sent back to the foot of Birchwell. Bernardi does well to get that one away from Birchwell, and a slick cut by Rothman to keep possession. Ortolano all the way back for Sneed. And now she squares it off for Rogers. Rogers targets that corner once again, but maybe a little bit too heavy on the touch as Hughes really had no chance of catching up with that one. You can see what the Friars are trying to do. Work that ball deep towards the corner and create some of those dangerous crosses into the area. Birchwell the touch. Rothman slick touch. Here is Hughes the shot and just over the net. As bang bang, just like that, the Friars nearly with the first of the game. Tremendous touch by Alexis Rothman. And Hughes just sending it a little bit too high over the woodwork today. Another goal kick here for Jordan Camp. The last couple of minutes belong to the Friars. That one just over Ortolano, and Avery Sneed plays it up towards the stands. Bernardi. That one goes off of Ortolano, winds up on the foot of Kajan. Her pass, though, picked off by Birchwell. She tries to swing it wide, and it's sent the other way by Malter. Ortolano, nice job of positioning her body to get that ball. Sneed lifts it up ahead for Gerlakis. As that one knocks out of bounds. Let's look at head coach Sam Lopes, now in his 7th season at the helm of the Friars. A lot of respect from Coach Stone and his talk earlier this week about what Coach Lopes has been able to do with this Providence program, and especially in this shortened season. The respect was mutual on the other side as well. Coach Lopes, plenty of nice things to say about Coach Stone and the success that he's been able to create and keep going at St. John's. Of course, Coach Stone now in his 27th season at St. John's. Boyd, a little touch that time. It's coming ahead as Pardes, but the Friars turn her the other way. Hughes trying to turn the corner, gets Malter down. And now Hughes continuing to take space, splitting a couple of defenders. Hughes continuing to move forward, taking out the top of the box. Here's Birchwell, the shot, and that one blocked at the last possible moment out high. As coming over was Catherine Turner, the redshirt sophomore from London. Does create another corner kick opportunity for the Friars. Their 3rd of the match. It'll be Gerlakis from the far side. Birchwell, the short option. But St. John's with 2 players right there as it's lifted towards the 6. Finds Heisen an opportunity, just couldn't connect on that one. A nicely placed ball, though, off the corner from Gerlakis. Friars will reorganize, and Gallagher will wait as they reset their shape. Birchwell did well to earn a corner kick there for the Friars. So Providence continuing to get dangerous here in the final third, but yet to get that finishing touch. And corner kick number 4 on the day coming up from the near side. It'll be Gerlakis. Curls that one out towards the top of the box. Kajan, the initial touch. Ortolano pushes it forward again for Hughes. Gallagher now leaves it wide. An opportunity for Sneed, and oh, what a save! And off the post. Camp got just enough of that to stop that shot from Avery Sneed, who had remained up from that corner kick. Best chance of the game goes to the Friars, but Camp comes up with the save of the day so far. Sun, a bit of a factor. It'll get worse as this game goes on and the sun begins to set behind the grandstand here at Anderson Stadium. Friars going short this time. Gerlakis, plenty of space, puts it on net, but not enough to fool the netminder Jordan Camp, who picks up her 2nd save of the day. Again, the Friars starting to impose their will here on the Red Storm over the last 10 minutes or so. St. John's had a nice initial burst with some action in the Providence defensive end, but just couldn't manufacture much out of it. And now the Friars feeling it here. Nearly had the first of the match off the foot of Avery Sneed, but Camp able to deny her. And that one's going to be knocked out by the Red Storm. Here is Birchwell. Little chip ahead for Hughes. Hughes trying to get around Boyd. Hughes puts it across, and Gallagher unable to get there before it was cleared away by Bernardi. Solid defensive work by Bernardi to read that one well and be in the right spot at the right time, as Gallagher was looking to pounce on it for the Friars. And again, Meg Hughes, so dangerous. It's deceptively quick. It's a great first step. Here's Hughes again, laying it back for McCalligot. Sneed now, plenty of time and space to work with. Left foots it up ahead, but sent right back by Bernardi. Kajan, a good settle, and then dispossessed by Rothman. And again, you could tell Kajan probably not at 100%. She's been banged up all season long. But still one of the top players in the Big East, especially when at full strength. And someone you must account for at all times if you're the Friars. Just over 20 minutes into the first half. Friars with 5 shots, 2 of them on goal. St. John's still looking for its first shot of the game. As again, Kajan has the ball taken away. Here's Gerlakis trying to get into the 18. As I'm going to say last touch by Gerlakis, as she was in the battle with Catherine Turner that time. Catherine Turner, who missed all of the 2019 season. According to her coach, has really been doing a nice job organizing the back four. Makes great decisions. Rogers. She was tracked down by Kajan, just forced to play it out. Making the safe play rather than the dangerous play. First change of the game comes for St. John's. It'll be Nicole Gordon replacing Grace Bernardi, as it looks like a little bit of a formational change as well, as Gordon heads over to the far side. They're going to bring Nicole Moulter back. And Coach Stone in the chess match with Coach Lopes makes the first move here. Here's Turner. Picked off by Feisheisen. Feisheisen able to send it ahead. Gallagher and Gerlakis in the vicinity. It comes onto the foot of Hughes. Hughes now gets a defender to fall. Hughes continues to take space, and Gerlakis just couldn't settle it. A couple nervy moments here for St. John's as the Friars continue to look for that first goal. Rothman for Gerlakis, looking for Hughes. And cleared out once more by Avisa. The Friars continue to knock on the door in search of that first goal as we are midway through the first half. Glad you could join us from here at Chappie Field in Providence. Birchwell's attempt is deflected off on a St. John's player. That'll be another corner kick for the Friars. Friars have created some dangerous moments off these set pieces, and that was an area of concern for both coaches coming in. For St. John's to be able to defend Providence, felt that Friars had maybe a little bit of advantage with height, especially on these corners. Kajan able to touch it away. And McCalligot keeps it alive for Providence. Here's Gallagher. Shakes back and forth, trying to free herself up, plays it across. Tough first initial touch. Rogers still up in the play. And now the shot from Gallagher, that one. Had some serious pace behind it, but a continual riser from Gallagher. Goes over the crossbar. Friars have shown a propensity to score from range at times. And they're one of the better chances for Gallagher here this afternoon. Sent back up ahead now by Camp. McCalligot wins the initial ball, and now Birchwell with it. Garziano trying to track her down. Birchwell leaves it off for Gerlakis, but just a little too wide. Rothman now decides to fire it towards the penalty spot. Again, touched aside by Turner. Kajan dispossessed by Sneed. Now Gerlakis with it. Gallagher off the face of the defender, Moulter. And Gerlachis then has it touched away by Turner. Again, hit away by Turner. Turner at just 5'3", at least that's what she's listed as. And Coach Stone saying, don't be fooled by her height. One of the feistier players and great center backs. And oh boy, that one's a tough blow to the face there, as giving up everything was Catherine Turner. It looked like she got popped in the face. They're going to call a foul on St. John's. That's a tough one for the Red Storm. Gives the Friars a free kick here in a great spot as we take another look. The challenge from Turner, and maybe it was the fact that it came in a little high and maybe it caught her hands rather than her face. Either way, Friars will have the opportunity as the wall is set by the official. It'll be Kajan and Malter in the wall. Sneed on the kick here for the Friars. Sneed keeps it low right into the wall. Rothman ahead for Rogers, and now Sneed. But the flag is up, and the Friars offsides on the play. So the wall holds firm for St. John's. As 25 minutes now have gone by, still scoreless. Friars controlling the run of play. It's been a couple minutes since St. John's has even been on the Providence half of the field, as the Friars have just been able to lock them deep. Here's Camp. Again, first touch goes to Providence. It was Birchwell that time. Hughes gets away from one and just couldn't get it to Gerlachis. First counter we've seen in a while for St. John's, laid ahead by Money, but then Sneed able to step up into it. And we'll have wholesale changes here for the Friars. Here come the reinforcements. Murphy, Cummings, Yana Braun, Hannah McNulty. And in for St. John's, it'll be Addison Hornsey. There's a look at Ian Stone. Again, now 27 seasons in at St. John's. As that one is touched off of Turner. Nope, they're going to say off the Friars. So again, depth could be a factor here this afternoon. The Friars have been able to use it to their advantage all season long, and Coach Lopes has been very happy with the development of all his players and loves the ability to basically not even lose a beat when bringing in all these changes. Usually you bring in that many players at a time, it could disrupt the chemistry. That has not been the case this season, and it was also noted by Coach Stone, and again, his kind of respect for what Coach Lopes has been able to do with that type of system this year and those type of players. What a luxury for Coach Lopes to bring in a player like Hannah McNulty off the bench today. Did not play against Villanova on Monday. One of the best all-time for the Friars is McNulty. 6th all-time in points coming into this match here today. Gallagher with the pullback, now looking ahead for McNulty. Cleared away, though, as Boyd was able to get back. Birchwell able to win it. The Friars trying to keep moving down that far side. Birchwell felled from behind, and they're going to say no foul in that situation. And it looks like we have another change upcoming here for St. John's. Frederique St. John, freshman from Quebec. She'll head into the back line as she gives, I believe it's Malter. Yep, Malter out of the game now. Been put under duress quite a bit. Friars have really put a lot of pressure on that St. John's defensive line. Camp lifts it ahead. just over Gallagher. And they're going to say it skimmed off of Gallagher. And now another change here for St. John's. It'll be Annie Wysong, a redshirt junior out of Bel Air, Maryland. His money checks out. Birchwell reads it well. Yana Braun stepping up into the play. Wysong dispossessed by Rothman, and tough one against Rothman. Didn't do a lot there to draw the whistle, but just enough. She was able to take it away from Wysong. It'll be Turner now getting it back into play. Flicked on ahead by Wysong and now left out wide. Hornsey. And now the other way was Murphy for the Friars. She leaves it wide for Hughes. Hughes gets around one, trying to get around the second. And they're going to give the foul back before, as Hughes did not have any advantage. So the foul will go against Hornsey that time, or the challenge on the sideline. Quick restart here for the Friars. They'll go side to side for Sneed. Left foots it towards the 18. McNulty, a little flick on, but not enough to get it to Hughes. Birchwell trying to settle it. Rothman now breaks free. Has Gallagher. Gallagher lines it up, fires it towards the net, and it's Turner who comes up with a block again. St. John's trying to get it going the other way. Murphy breaks it up. She'll work with Sneed, and Sneed all the way back for Bodmer. Bodmer hasn't been called to do much here this afternoon so far. Tough pass, picked off. Stepping up nicely was Avisa. Her pass, though, blocked by Sneed. She's able to find Gallagher. Gallagher now looking for McNulty as it comes through to the middle for Boyd. Ahead now, it's Wysong. She works with Collins, and now all the way back for Avisa. Avisa able to find some space in the middle for Paredes. Rothman breaks that up. McNulty now a little touch wide. Hughes will have to catch up with it, and does easily. Hughes now. Hughes gets around two defenders towards the 18, puts it across just over McNulty. Gallagher, though, with the foul as she tried to win the challenge inside the 18 with Avisa. And Meg Hughes just turning on the Jets, able to get around Brooke Boyd and Frederique St. John on that far side. Put in a nice cross to the area, but just over the head of McNulty. And here's the end of that play as Hughes getting into the 18 and just over the head of McNulty, and then the foul from Gallagher. Cummings with the challenge. And then able to win it ahead for Hughes. Hughes ahead, has Gallagher into the 18. She goes, but too heavy a first touch and an easy scoop up for Jordan Camp. We're down to just over 12 minutes left in the first frame. Glad you could join us here on the Big East Digital Network, presented by SoFi this afternoon. Big punt from Camp. Headed on forward by Gordon. Gordon now on the run in a duel with Cummings. Gordon. That's Garziano. Into the area it comes. Cummings able to deny. Yana Braun looking for the deflection. Did not get it. So it will stay with the Red Storm. Quick throw for Boyd. Gordon. Now working with Hornsey. Boyd's pass was a tough touch. Friars trying to counter. McNulty holding. Able to chop it ahead, looking for Hughes. And now Turner will leave it wide. Hornsey. Now Boyd again. To the middle it comes for Wysong. Good give and go. Wysong on the attack Advantage, play on, says the official. In towards the 18, and that one off the pipe and in. Oh my! St. John's out of nowhere. It looked to be an errant cross and somehow curls in off the pipe. We'll take another look. Bodmer was watching it sail wide as it was over her head. It deflects right off the pipe and in. Garziano striking first here for St. John's. Their only shot of the game, and it goes in. And now a whole lot more pressure on the Friars, who have to win here today to even have a shot at making the Big East tournament. So some changes for the Friars as they continue to work subs in. But St. John's comes up with the first one in the 35th minute. It's Garziano picking up her team-leading 7th of the season. A toss up ahead, Garziano the flick, Sneed. Leaves it off for Rogers, up ahead now for Anna Kaluski, who just checked in. Friars looking for the equalizer here, but are broken up in the middle of the field as Alex Madden is now checked in. Comes ahead for Kaluski. Trying to work with Ava Brandt. Boyd tried to cut it back, but then cut it right out of bounds. Kaluski targeted in the corner and again knocked out, this time by Pardas. Brandt trying to work with McNulty. Comes back to Cummings. He sends it towards the 18. Red Storm able to get ahead to it first as sliding over was Avisa. Here's Rothman. Lost the handle in the middle of the field. Hornsey now up ahead. Was able to connect with Gordon. And another foul on the Friars. Again, one shot for St. John's, but it was enough to beat Emma Bodmer. Just the second goal the Friars have conceded at home this season. That's Frederique St. John. As it headed back by Sneed. Kaluski fell down, and now a long shot from way outside from Paredes. Oh, another change for both sides. Emily Pertel in for St. John's, replacing Garziano, and Esther Ron in for Jana Braun for the Friars. Bodmer now. And the first touch came from Avisa. Sneed. And Murphy keep it on the near side. Up ahead for Selena Falzarano. Portel leaves it back for Boyd, and now it comes across for Avisa. And last touch by the Friars. Oh no, they're going to say last touch there by Gordon. Here's Falzarano. Works it with Murphy. Murphy now on the run. Tried to get it to McNulty. It was a nice job of trailing back by the Red Storm's Grace Paredes. And now the throw from Avisa. Sent towards the middle off the head of Ron. Charging forward is Paredes. So work it back to Boyd. Pertel. And St. John's, you could feel their confidence growing here over the last couple of minutes, and especially charged up after the goal from Garziano. Here's Ava Brandt. Over the head of McNulty for Kaluski. She plays it up towards the 18. Stepping in is Ron. And Ron is pulled down by Grace Paradis. Easy call for the official there, and gives the Friars a chance in a pretty good spot once again. As the Friars continue to search for what is now the equalizer. Providence has controlled a majority of the run of play, but St. John's able to capitalize on its one opportunity so far today. McNulty. And this one from about 30 yards out or so. McNulty keeps it low right into the wall. Second time today the wall has held for St. John's. Cummings puts it towards the 18 off the foot of Ron and then cleared out by Turner. Cummings leaves it back for Bodmer as the Friars have to regain their shape. Rothman. Now Cummings. Kaluski. Rogers surveys the scene. Tried to find Ava Brandt, but left it a little bit too far in front of her. Brandt does well to gain it back, and she's pulled down on the far sideline. No advantage there for Providence, although they'll have a free kick with just over 5 minutes left in the first half. 1-0 Red Storm. And Jessica Garziano in the 35th minute, unassisted. Here's Rogers lining up the kick. Towards the back of the 6, headed down and cleared away by Turner. Good positional defensive play that time by Catherine Turner to keep this one in favor of her side. Calzerano trying to cut it towards the middle that time, has it deflect out of bounds. Headed into the 18. Ron trying to keep it in. The attacking third. Here's Brandt. Wysong able to work with Pertel, and now Boyd. Boyd once again lays it ahead. A little bit too far. Rogers on a line for Kaluski. Kaluski with some space. Wins it back. Now has Rothman. Rothman trying to squeeze between a couple of players. Couldn't quite get through. And now the other way comes Hornsey. Big collision between the 20s there as Rogers and Gordon ran into each other. Falzerano keeps it alive. Looking for help, has Murphy. Murphy forced all the way back to Bodmer. Good pressure that time from Addison Hornsey. Friars down to 3 minutes in the half to tie things up. Rogers on a line, just over Brandt. Boyd and St. John work it. St. John leaves it up ahead, but promptly headed back by Cummings. Pertel will use her keeper Camp. The left foots it up ahead. Wysong trying to send it through, but Sneed was there. And St. John now ahead for Wysong. Kaluski comes all the way back to win it, and then gets dispossessed herself by Wysong. Brandt has McNulty. McNulty's pass, though, well read by Brooke Boyd. Cummings comes up to knock it towards the 18. Headed away by Turner. Boyd able to catch up with it. Little heel pass, and quite fortunate to get it around Brandt. Red Storm on the counter now as they work down the far side. Friars able to force them back. Kaluski with the touch out of bounds as she challenges Pertel. Final 90 seconds here for the first half. St. John's with the surprise 1-0 lead. And the goal from Jessica Garziano. Friars looking for one final chance here as we approach the last minute. Little heel touch from McNulty. She was looking for Kaluski. Murphy is going to be put under that time by Hornsey. Does cause an errant pass. Ron, though, the takeaway. Able to get it to Brandt. Now back for Ron. Final 50 seconds. Ron towards the area, but too deep. Making an easy play for Jordan Camp. Camp in no rush to get this one back up the field. We'd expect a big punt here out of the grad student from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Brooke Boyd now sends it forward on a run. Here's Hornsey. Hornsey denied by Sneed. And 20 seconds left. First corner of the day for St. John's if they can hurry. Not sure they're going to have enough time to get this one off. Heading over is Alex Madden. St. John's pushing everyone up. Final 3 seconds as it comes towards the 6. Getting ahead to it at the buzzer there was Nicole Gordon. But it does go wide, and St. John's with the 1-0 advantage through the first 45 minutes. One shot for them, one goal. It comes off the foot of Jessica Garziano, her 7th of the season. So time for us to step aside. We'll be back with more from Chappie Field here at Anderson Stadium in Providence. This is Big East Women's Soccer right here on the Big East Digital Network, presented by SoFi.
You have the energy, all right? So make sure your number's called, you're ready to play. Come out there and show people what you can do. Come on, let's go.
See, the day starts a new season. The day starts something that's so powerful that nobody cares about your record.
Play loose and have fun. Right? Get out there, enjoy it, get after them. You have the energy.
Enjoy the moment. Let's have a great time. Here we go.
Energy on 3, 1, 2, 3. Energy.
If your money is working toward the same goals, why keep it in different places? SoFi is a one-stop shop for your finances, designed to work better together. Spend with SoFi and get cashback rewards that automatically go toward your goals, like investing in stocks, ETFs, and crypto. That's better together. Or pay down your SoFi debt sooner. That's better together. And that's how SoFi is helping millions get their money right.
You have the energy, all right? So make sure your number's called, you're ready to play. Come out there and show people what you can do. Come on, let's go.
See, the day starts a new season. Today starts something that's so powerful that nobody cares about your record.
Play loose and have fun. Get out there, enjoy it, get after them. You have the energy.
Enjoy the moment. Let's have a great time. Here we go.
Energy on three, 1, 2, 3. Energy.
What can great minds do?
While at Seton Hall, I interned with the Superior Court of New Jersey, and that inspired me to go to law school.
I am a physics and civil engineering major, and I want to work on infrastructure in underdeveloped countries.
I'm the news director at one of the top college radio stations in the country.
I'm working with my professor on research that could help athletes during sudden cardiac events.
I started my own business, Classic Soccer Cleats, and I just sold it to a company in England.
Come see for yourself what great minds can do.
If your money is working toward the same goals, why keep it in different places? SoFi is a one-stop shop for your finances, designed to work better together. Spend with SoFi and get cashback rewards that automatically go toward your goals, like investing in stocks, ETFs, and crypto. That's better together. Or pay down your SoFi debt sooner. That's better together. And that's how SoFi is helping millions get their money right.
You have the energy, all right? So make sure your number's called, you're ready to play. Come out there and show people what you can do. Come on, let's go.
See, today starts a new season. Today starts something that's so powerful that nobody cares about your record.
Play loose and have fun. Get out there, enjoy it, get after them. You have the energy.
Enjoy the moment. Let's have a great time. Here we go.
Energy on three, 1, 2, 3. Energy.
When you walk back in this locker room, you're going to feel a certain pride about yourself because you know you have gave it your all.
But I want you to kind of lock into this drive that has been you all season long.
I want you to remember what we stand for. So trust your teammates to do the right thing. Do it together.
Be the best you today.
Let's go. Fun.
Okay, we play for each other. We've had a whole heck of a lot of fun this year.
Play together.
Together on three, 1, 2, 3. Together.
And welcome back once again to Chappie Field here at Anderson Stadium in Providence, where we are at the half. And in a must-win game for the Friars, it's St. John's leading 1-0 on a 35th-minute goal from Jessica Garziano, her 7th of the season. But with 45 minutes in the books, time to take a look at the half that was. Here are some of the highlights from the first half of play this afternoon. Elena Gerlakis and the Friars did put some pressure on the St. John's defense, but just couldn't come up with the finishing touch in the first half. Friars' best chance would come at the tail end of a corner kick. Avery Sneed the opportunity, but she was denied by Jordan Camp. Again, this started on a corner, came back out. Hughes had a nice little flick for Gallagher, and it seemed like the Friars would go up 1-0, but Camp just getting enough of it to keep it out of the net. And then the surprise from outside the 18. Looked like more of a cross, but it found its way off the pipe and in for Jessica Garziano. And St. John's would celebrate that one, and rightfully so. And sometimes you just need a little bit of luck, and maybe that's what St. John's got on that one. Either way, the visitors leading this one 1-0 in Friartown. So time for us to step aside once again. When we come back, we'll go over some of the key stats from the first half. This is Big East Women's Soccer on the Big East Digital Network, presented by SoFi.
If your money is working toward the same goals, why keep it in different places? SoFi is a one-stop shop for your finances, designed to work better together. Spend with SoFi and get cashback rewards that automatically go toward your goals, like investing in stocks, ETFs, and crypto. That's better together. Or pay down your SoFi debt sooner. That's better together. And that's how SoFi is helping millions get their money right.
When you walk back in this locker room, you're going to feel a certain pride about yourself because you know you have gave it your all.
But I want you to kind of lock into this drive that has been you all season long.
I
I want you to remember what we stand for. So trust your teammates to do the right thing. Do it together.
Be the best you today.
Let's go. Awesome fun. Come on, let's go.
Okay, we play for each other. We've had a whole heck of a lot of fun this year.
Play together.
Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together.
You have the energy, all right? So make sure your number's called, you're ready to play. Come out there and show people what you can do. Come on, let's go.
See, the day starts a new season. The day starts something that's so powerful that nobody cares about your record.
Play loose and have fun. All right? Get out there, enjoy it, get after them. You have the energy.
Enjoy the moment. Let's have a great time. Here we go.
Energy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Energy.
If your money is working toward the same goals, why keep it in different places? SoFi is a one-stop shop for your finances, designed to work better together. Spend with SoFi and get cashback rewards that automatically go toward your goals, like investing in stocks, ETFs, and crypto. That's better together. Or pay down your SoFi debt sooner. That's better together. And that's how SoFi is helping millions get their money right.
You have the energy, all right? So make sure your number's called, you're ready to play. Come out there and show people what you can do. Come on, let's go.
See, the day starts a new season. The day starts something that's so powerful that nobody cares about your record.
Play loose and have fun. All right? Get out there, enjoy it, get after them. You have the energy.
Enjoy the moment. Let's have a great time. Here we go.
Energy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Energy.
If your money is working toward the same goals, why keep it in different places? SoFi is a one-stop shop for your finances, designed to work better together. Spend with SoFi and get cashback rewards that automatically go toward your goals, like investing in stocks, ETFs, and crypto. That's better together. Or pay down your SoFi debt sooner. That's better together. And that's how SoFi is helping millions get their money right.
You have the energy, all right? So make sure your number's called, you're ready to play. Come out there and show people what you can do. Come on, let's go.
See, the day starts a new season. The day starts something that's so powerful that nobody cares about your record.
Play loose and have fun. All right? Get out there, enjoy it, get after them. You have the energy.
Enjoy the moment. Let's have a great time. Here we go.
Energy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Energy.
And welcome back once again to Chappie Field here at Anderson Stadium. Just a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half, but as promised, time to go through some of the key stats from the first 45 minutes of play. Again, St. John's leading this one on a 35th minute goal from Jessica Garziano. There you see it, the Friars controlling the run of play for the most part. They outshot St. John's 8-2, including 2-1 in shots on goal. 6 corner kicks generated by the Friars to just 1 for St. John's, and that 1 for St. John's came in the closing seconds of the half. Fouls pretty even. It's been a clean game thus far, and it's been Jordan Camp with 2 saves for St. John's to 0 for Emma Bodmer. Again, the lone goal of the game came from the left side, a left-footed shot / cross off the pipe and in from Jessica Garziano, that in the 35th minute. So time for us to step aside just one more time. When we return, we'll have the start of the second half for you. This is Big East Women's Soccer on the Big East Digital Network, presented by SoFi.
You have the energy, all right? So make sure your number's called, you're ready to play. Come out there and show people what you can do. Come on, let's go.
See, the day starts a new season. The day starts something that's so powerful that nobody cares about your record.
Play loose and have fun. Right? Get out there, enjoy it, get after them. You have the energy.
Enjoy the moment. Let's have a great time. Here we
Energy on 3, 1, 2, 3. Energy.
If your money is working toward the same goals, why keep it in different places? SoFi is a one-stop shop for your finances, designed to work better together. Spend with SoFi and get cashback rewards that automatically go toward your goals, like investing in stocks, ETFs, and crypto. That's better together. Or pay down your SoFi debt sooner. That's better together. And that's how SoFi is helping millions get their money right.
And we welcome you back to Chappie Field here at Anderson Stadium. A glorious day here in the capital city of the Ocean State. But St. John's looking to play spoiler. They lead this one 1-0 for the Friars. 45 minutes will be put on the clock, and they need not one but 2 goals to keep their hopes of getting a spot in the Big East tournament alive. Again, they need a victory here today, and then they would have to repeat that again on Sunday on the road at St. John's to knock UConn out of the number 2 seed from the East. So an important 45 minutes. It comes down to this for Coach Lopes and his side. The Friars have been tremendous at home, unbeaten, and had only conceded just 1 goal at Chappie Field coming into today, but it's the visitors leading this one 1-0. Again, you can see how dominant Providence has been, outscoring their opponents 16-2 now after that goal from Garziano today. And again, it was more of the lucky variety, but sometimes when you're a skilled, dedicated player such as Garziano, those kind of things happen more often than not. And she has been as advertised here today. There's a couple of key plays in this one, including the goal in the 35th minute. So Coach Lopes has mixed up the lineup again. Has some of his starters out there with some of the reserves, at least for this game, as they go in search of the equalizer. They certainly have the firepower to do it, but can they regain form and handle the pressure here this afternoon? Can St. John's continue to play loose, fast, and aggressive and come out with the victory here this afternoon as well? Should be an interesting 45 minutes of play as Friars now defending goal to the left with their red-clad keeper, Emma Bodmer, and defending goal to the right in the yellow is Jordan Camp for St. John's. A foul on the far side. It will give it back to the Friars. So Avery Sneed will line this one up. Nearly had a goal in the first half, but tremendous save from Jordan Camp, able to keep it out of the net. Actually, it looks like a goalie change for St. John's. Looks like Nia Lipkins now out there, the redshirt sophomore from Bloomfield, Connecticut. A 1.02 goals against. She's played a majority of the minutes, nearly 800 coming in, and has allowed 9 goals in 9 appearances. .700 save percentage coming into this one as well. Here's Elena Gralakis trying to switch fields for Hughes. And it's going to be tapped aside by Malter. And Hughes, a leading goal scorer for the Friars this season with 4. Also has a team leading 6 assists as well Friars trying to work into the near side corner and able to get it pretty deep. It'll be the Red Storm, though, with the throw. That one ping-ponging around before finally being settled by Rothman. She has it taken away by Garziano. Garziano, the acceleration through the middle. And then too heavy a touch into the 18. Easy play for Bodmer, but Garziano able to turn on the Jets and create some space. Ortolano with the touch, leaving it wide for Grlakis, who has some space. Grlakis working on Turner. Plays it across for Birchwell, who was the hero on Monday with the game winner late against Villanova. That time brought down by Garziano, and now they're going to say no advantage for St. John's. Maybe a restart here for the Red Storm, and they will already go into work the clock mode. Setting up is Brooke Boyd. She'll play Turner short. McNulty some pressure. Now with it is Paredes. Collins leaving it back for Turner, who's seemingly been everywhere for St. John's. Garziano now with some space, getting around Rogers. Garziano shot and saved by Bodmer. And Garziano, a couple of good runs here already in the second half. Looking to add to her tally here this afternoon. You can just see the speed there. Doesn't need a lot of room to get that shot off, does Garziano. And unfortunately for her, was kind of falling down as she was taking that shot. Is Birchwell able to knock it ahead for Hughes. Hughes couldn't quite fight off Malter, but gets it back. McNulty waiting for it, playing it through. Here's Grlakis into the 18. Grlakis the shot, and she lifts it over the crossbar. As the Friars able to work some nice passing inside the area. McNulty, Grlakis, and Hughes nearly combining for the equalizer. We'll see if the Friars can build on that momentum. As Nia Lipkins gets ready to put this one back into play. Off the head of Braun, settled by Feisheisen, and now back for Sneed. Sneed, good ball looking for Ortolano, but overshoots her by a couple of yards. Bernardi. As the Friars trying to press high and win that ball back. Rothman for Braun. Forced back now for Rogers. She works it with Sneed. On the line for Grlakis, and just lost the handle as I believe it was Wysong got back. Wysong, nice job there to shake off McNulty. Red Storm trying to work the far side, and pass will trail out of bounds for a Providence throw. Ortolano, the long toss up ahead. Birchwell just couldn't settle on the sideline. So another toss for Bernardi. Ortolano, the initial header. Now Birchwell comes out of the pack with it. Was looking for McNulty. And Ortolano, the touch out of bounds. Friars trying to get some flow going here. Again, the sun's definitely a factor on balls coming from the near side to the far. As we have a dangerous play on St. John's. Sneed will have the restart. That one's into the 18, but nobody home for the Friars. Easy scoop up for Nia Lipkins. And she'll get all her teammates up the field. Punt across midfield, furthered on by Garziano. Friars, though, quickly back the other way. Here's Yana Braun. Head for Hughes. Hughes, the touch around the defender. Can she get there ahead of Boyd? Boyd with the touch out of bounds. Avoided the corner, but it will be a deep throw in for Providence. Hughes, again, looking for a target. Birchwell, edge of the box, leaves it back for Hughes. And the Friars offsides. Providence just a little bit out of sync there in that sequence. And St. John's holding tough on the defensive end. As Lipkins gets set to eventually put this one back in play. Birchwell got a touch to it, but they're going to say she had a push and she was battling with Paredes. Boyd will go short for Turner. Pressure here by the Friars, forced them all the way back to Lipkin. Oh, dangerous ball, Hughes. And the Friars trying to get it back, but it squirts out to Garziano. Malter. And Rogers safely for Feisheisen. She's dispossessed, however. Hornsey getting it back for St. John's. Wysong now leaves it for Collins. Collins working against Ortolano. Her cross denied. Now leaves it back, but she passed it right to McNulty. McNulty is going to send it over the D, looking for Hughes. And safely played back. Malter for, oh boy, Lipkins has created some dangerous moments with some of her clearances. Friars, though, unable to capitalize on any of the mishits thus far. St. John's is going to make a couple of changes now, bringing back in Isabella Aviza and also Michelle Money. Out go Wysong and Bernardi. Great minutes out of Wysong in the midfield for St. John's. Bernardi getting it done on the defensive end as well. Also, Johnny Kajan is definitely limited by injuries. Certainly not at 100%. But a player of her caliber, you'll take even at almost 50%. Here's Yana Braun. Working against three defenders. Slips it through. Nice ball for Hughes. Hughes into the 18. Hughes, the shot! And gobbled up by Lipkins as it was right at the keeper. Tremendous opportunity for Meg Hughes to equalize things. Friars again pressing high. St. John's is going to be under some serious pressure here for the remainder of this one. Rothman able to spin away and then gets hauled down, and that might draw more than just a whistle. Apparently not, though, as hauling her down was Grace Paredes. Got a good piece of Rothman's jersey and hauled her down, denying any kind of movement there. And there's the kind of push down as well. Kind of started with Michelle Money as well. So McNulty will await the 10 yards. As this one from about 35 yards out. Friars have brought numbers forward. Little chip towards the 18. Birchwell there for the score! Amber Birchwell with the finish from close range. And the Friars have tied things up at 1. Birchwell, the hero against Villanova, comes through with her third goal of the season. And the Friars with new life. McNulty, a beautiful touch into the 18. Birchwell timed it perfect. No one stayed with her. And Providence has leveled things with St. John's. Comes in the 57th minute of play. Friars have been putting the pressure on St. John's. They finally break. Now how will each team respond? Plenty of time left in this one. And Amber Birchwell, the equalizer in the 57th minute to match Jessica Garziano's goal in the 35th. Garziano tries to send it forward. Rogers the touch. Bit of a miss hit. And Rothman trying to leave it wide for Ortolano, but Garziano there ahead for Collins. Collins now towards the 18. And Birchwell for Hughes. Gets it back. Friars on the run. In transition. Ahead. Here's Gerlachis into the 18, but it's going to be scooped up by Lipkins. Textbook counter that time by the Friars, but a little too deep. McNulty with the assist on the Birchwell goal as well. Her first assist of the season. And Birchwell's career 12th goal. Jana Braun will work it with Feisheisen. McNulty tried to slip it over for Hughes. Here's Kajan. Oh, nice cut back on Feisheisen. Able to find Garziano. Garziano, a little speed burst through the middle. Watched by Sneed, and now here's Collins. Ahead for Garziano. Collins now, top of the box again, trying to cut back to a better shooting angle, and that's headed away by Rogers. Johnny Kajan. Picked up by Hughes. And now we'll go back for Moulter. Hughes, great body positioning, showing good strength there, does the freshman. And now Birchwell to cut back, and here go the Friars once again in transition. And the pass just broken up by Turner, and then Hughes taken down by Turner. As things getting a little frisky out there for both sides. And Turner certainly holding her arm right now. But the Friars working their counters have nearly caught St. John's a couple of times. Here's Birchwell, initially denied by Turner. And here's the collision with Hughes, and there it was. Hughes stepped right on her hand. And that one's obviously got a sting, but as we've seen today and this season, you don't get much tougher than Catherine Turner, the 5'3" sophomore from London. Here's Rogers now with the restart. Tried to work it to Hughes, and that one just did not work perhaps as planned. Certainly a good win back, though, by the Friars, but they turn it over once more. Wide it goes now for Collins. Collins forced back by a pair of Friars. Turner nearly dispossessed by Birchwell. McNulty and Braun converged, but coming away with it is Turner. Garziano now with some space. Fires it towards the net, and Bodmer forced to make a save to her left. And the Friars need to keep better track of Garziano. Perhaps the only player that could really do them in today. She's already got one, nearly has her second here. Too much space for a player of her caliber in that area of the field. And took a nice save from Emma Bodmer to keep this one at one apiece. Birchwell has it popped up as Gerlachis finally able to settle it. And just running out of real estate on the far side. Friars getting set to make some wholesale changes. See if the addition of some fresher legs can be the difference here in the next 29 minutes and change. Again, a draw does Providence no good today. They have to win. They would have to do it again on Sunday. Money, leaving it for Collins. Tried to chip it ahead for Garziano. Sneed did well to read that one. Gerlachis wanted to switch the field. Rothman, though, decides to reverse it back to the other side for Sneed. Sneed lifts it ahead. McNulty settling touch for Gerlakis. Gerlakis, the cutback, puts it towards the net, and able to make the play was Nia Lipkins. As the Friars continue to create chances, but need to finish in the final third. A couple of Friars collide as it was Rothman and Birchwell. Paredes, wide for Collins. And Sneed's clearance, blocked out of bounds. And now here come the changes. 6 of them, make it 7 of them for the Friars. Sam Adams, Gallagher, Kaluski, Murphy, McCalligot, Brandt all return. Gerlakis, Hortolano, Birchwell, McNulty. They all get a rest for now. See how long Coach Lopes goes with this group. Meg Hughes also out as well. Sneed knocking it forward for Kaluski. She was held off that time by Money. Boyd over for Kajan. Brandt able to take it away. And Kajan returns the favor. Money will leave it out wide. Aviza will take some space. Collins has it knocked away by Murphy. And now Isabel Aviza once more. Gallagher fighting for it and played ahead by Rothman. They were looking for Adams. Rothman, the header, just over Adams. Turner. And Wysong has it deflect off of her out of bounds. Under 27 to play. Off the head of Adams for another St. John's throw. Wysong did well to turn with that one. Just couldn't get Collins on the run. Turner, the header. Stepping up now is McCalligot. Acres of space here for Brandt. Puts it towards the net. And Lipkin with Kaluski charging in. And the official's going to talk things over and going to give the foul against Providence. Kaluski has every right to the ball, as does Lipkin. She did not come in a dangerous way. We'll take another look here. Friars win the first touch. Adams tried to play it through Turner. Turner now wide for Aviza. Sneed the touch on that one. Wysong able to control. Kaluski fights her off, and now Kaluski will leave it wide for McCalligot. All the way back for Cummings, and now Rogers. Rothman with Sneed charging up. Murphy. And was able to get the deflection off of Collins there. Here's Gallagher. Space for her. Puts it towards the 18. Takes a deflection. Kaluski the chance, and that one just wide. Kind of a broken play there, but Friars nearly get the go-ahead goal. Checking back in now is Addison Hornsey, and she will replace Nicole Gordon. Hornsey some good minutes in the first half after checking in for St. John's. Here's Lipkins. First touch was off the head of Money. Garziano now with some pace. Plays it through Kajan. And you can just see Kajan not quite at full strength. And well played by Rogers there to leave it and let it go over the end line. Bodmer thinking short, will use her this time. Collins with the quick pressure and takes a fortuitous bounce for the Friars. St. John's getting the job done, though, trying to keep Providence locked in. Garziano, well read by Cummings. Turner able to step up again. McCalliget, and now Money. Here's Kajan. And Garziano on the run once more, trying to get around McCalliget. Garziano looking for the deflection for the corner, but instead will get it for the throw. Well done by Emily McCalliget on the defensive end. Kajan left foots it towards the area off the head of Collins, and it's Bodmer able to reach out and grab that one. And again, a Kajan even at 50%, you'll take it. That was a beautiful ball into the area. Here's Bodmer. Ahead for Gallagher. It's knocked back the wrong way. Wysong able to fight off a couple of players. Leaves it for Money. Cummings. And now Rogers. Just couldn't get enough behind it to find Adams. Here's Kajan. Back for Money. Nice run out of the back this time by Aviza. Plenty of green in front of her towards the 18, and Rogers will let it go to a keeper. Midway through the second half, Friars were able to find the equalizer. It was Amber Birchwell. The 57th minute. The tail end of a set piece put in by Hannah McNulty. But now St. John's starting to find its groove again a little bit, as the first 10 minutes or so of this half were dominated by the Friars. And St. John's trying to play spoiler. Here's Gallagher trying to send Adams through. Turner there. And Turner, a nice job of shielding it away. Lipkins thought about going short there, but a couple of black jerseys made her think otherwise. Friars trying to get to the second ball, but it was Money able to turn with it. Leaves it off now for Hornsey. Sneed. Gallagher plays it ahead. Money, though, able to get to it. Wysong put under by Rothman. Rothman. Reverse course. Oh, slick ball for Kaluski. A great touch from Rothman. Kaluski looking for help. Continues to work on this near side. Now cuts it back. Trying to get something going with Brandt. And all over her was Boyd. Rogers stepping up for the win. And then battling Wysong. Friars now trying to regain their shape. Over the head for Kajan. And Cummings able to time that slide well. Brandt, a little bit of a hesitation, but able to fire it forward. They're able to keep it alive. Adams now with Brandt making the run. Brandt trying to get behind Brooke Boyd. Boyd, though, nice closing speed there to break up the attack. Even better job to keep it alive. Here's Kajan. And Garziano. And Boyd. For Kajan, a nice layoff there as they work it to perfection on the near side. Garziano up ahead. Collins has gotten in behind the defense. Rogers tracking back. Collins, though, gets inside the area, puts it towards the net, and what a save by Bodmer. As Collins trying to sneak it in the near post. But Bodmer able to get down low and make the save. Dangerous chance created by the St. John's attacking players. Here's Collins trying to sneak it in there, and well done by Emma Bodmer to make the save. So corner kick upcoming here for St. John's. Just their second of the game. Garziano on it. And that one bounced off of McCalligot. Friars trying to clear. Adams. And it's Hornsey getting there and getting the deflection off of Adams. And the Friars getting ready to make some changes once again as they look to be getting in players that had come off before. Hughes, Gerlakis, McNulty, Birtwell, Feisheisen, and Ortolano all set to return. And here they come, the throw in for the Friars. So off go Kaluski, Adams, Gallagher, Brandt, Murphy, and Cummings. And the Friars look to recapture that momentum they had in the opening 12 to 15 minutes of this half, which did produce the goal from Birchwell. We're under 18 minutes to play. McCalligot. And now Rogers. Rogers, big blast up ahead. Hughes on the run. Can she beat Boyd? Boyd does well to catch up with that one and does concede the corner. And this is where the Friars are at their most dangerous. This was a major area of concern for Coach Stone, defending these corner kicks and other set pieces. The Friars already with one goal off a set piece. They do bring up reinforcements for this one. Sneed up there, Rogers as well. Corner from the near side. Birchwell got a touch. Birchwell to the end line and just couldn't cut it back across. A wild swing there at the end. And now St. John's will bring back in Grace Bernardi. As a defensive replacement. Coming out is Malter. Lipkins lifts it ahead. Birchwell had the first touch. Feisheisen the second. Then played it to St. John's. Avisa. And the Friars able to break it up. Bodmer now. Rogers. Pushing it forward for Ortolano, who just couldn't quite get to it. Was about a foot away from her before she could really make a play on it. Another change for St. John's. Nicole Gordon returns, replacing Ava Collins. Good minutes out of Ava Collins. Certainly had some good opportunities. Took a fantastic save from Emma Bodmer to deny her the goal. Nice move that time by Avisa to get past Gerlakis. However, couldn't get around McCalligot. The inadvertent foul that time by Rothman on Garziano, and St. John's will have a chance from just under 40 yards out. Kajan will step over to take this one. Friars are going to try to hold the top of the box here as we approach 15 minutes left in the second half. Kajan has it headed down by Sneed, and then awayed by Hughes, but right to Money. Off the hand of Money, but play continues. Left wide for Kajan. Her heel pass, though, knocked away is Ortolano. Able to get there, and then they're going to say Gerlakis just unable to keep it in play. Avisa. has Garziano, who was kind of left alone. She plays it towards the 6 and will end up being a shot on goal. Here it comes now for Hughes off the toss from Bodmer. Hughes. McCalligan making the run. Hughes continuing to hold, has Birchwell wide. Birchwell, a lot of space here to work with. And tried to play it through for McNulty, and going down low to field that one was Lipkins. And Lipkins now. A big punt across midfield. Rothman able to get there. Nice job of cutting back. Now ahead it goes. Boyd able to head it away, but out of bounds. We'll see what the Friars could do to keep St. John's locked in deep. St. John's bending but not breaking right now. Here's Gralakis. Trying to get around Turner. A little give and go executed in the corner, and it's going to be another corner kick for the Friars. Corner kick number 8 of the afternoon. And it will be Elena Gralakis from the near side. This one a little bit lower. And it's chopped out. On the run now, here's Nicole Gordon. McCalligan getting back and safely knocks it out of play. Now the Friars regaining their shape as St. John's moves forward. Gordon. And Birchwell trying to work with Hughes. Nowhere really to go. Finds Heisen getting involved now. And it's Rothman knocking it out of play. Headed on by Gordon, and now Birchwell turns it the other way. Hughes waiting for reinforcements, trying to play it through, but Turner all over that. Aviza ahead now for Wysong. McCalligan able to get in the way. And Ortolano able to keep possession for the Friars. Sneed just couldn't get it over Aviza. But McCalligan, excellent job of winning it back. Sneed will take some space this time through the center of the field. Over McNulty. And Lipkins will make a play on it at the top of the box. First touch finds Heisen as she collided with Rothman. Here's Bernardi. Hughes got the first touch. Rothman able to sneak through. Oh, nice zigzagging cut to get away from the defender. Rothman towards the 18. And cleared away. Right to McCalligan. Birchwell. And the Friars will reset with Sneed. Great vision to find Ortolano on the far side. And her pass broken up towards midfield. McCalligan trying to get there. Now Birchwell trying to turn as she gets tangled up with Garziano. Play continues. McNulty the touch. Here's Gralakis. The cutback. The shot. Oh, what a save by Lipkins. Garziano tries to clear it away. McCalligan runs through it. McCalligan now the shot. And just wide of the net. As the Friars threatening again here down the stretch with 10 minutes to go. Take another look at some of that last sequence here. Gralakis, an excellent cutback, lined up the shot, and Lipkins did well to turn that one away. Lipkins now putting it back into play. Friars win it again. Hughes has it taken away by Money, and then Boyd able to clear it. Rogers, a little too aggressive that time in the challenge against Gordon. 9.5 to go. The Red Storm trying to pull off the upset and play spoiler. Friars trying to keep their postseason dreams alive. With St. John's in the 35th minute, Garziano, kind of an excuse me goal. She tried to cross it in and it wound up curling in off the pipe. McCalligan off of Garziano. Garziano trying to settle. And Sneed able to clear it away. Aviza trying to feed Wysong. She was able to spin away from Birchwell, but Birchwell, good hustle to get back and then dispossesses Wysong. Here come the Friars in transition, but Aviza stepping up well. And then Sneed stepping up well, or make that Ortolano. Big time challenges all across the pitch here this afternoon. Both teams have certainly come to play here today. And that one takes a deflection off a St. John's player, so quick throw here by Ortolano, and going to have a change here in the midfield. Rothman will check out. She did have that collision, I believe, with Heisen. They got to keep an eye on her, but boy, has she been outstanding here this afternoon. And yep, ice immediately to the back of her neck by the trainer. So Jana Braun back in for Providence. Sneed up ahead for McNulty. Tried to switch the field. Kajan will leave it back for Bernardi. And now Boyd. Pressure from Hughes and Gralakis. As it comes all the way back. Lipkins slices it out of bounds. Just over 7 minutes left. Friars get the toss in. Birchwell was looking for Braun. Now McCalligan. Sneed stepping up. She'll take more space before leaving it for Ortolano. Chips it ahead for McNulty. And Boyd doing well to come from behind McNulty there. Finds Heisen. Tracked by Kajan and gets the deflection. A couple more changes. In for St. John's, Emily Pertel returns, as does Ava Collins. Kyla Gallagher in for Gralakis for the Friars. Hughes with the toss. Gallagher nearly able to get there. Birchwell able to send it through for Hughes. Hughes chased by Turner. Gets into the 18. She's shoved down. And play continues. As Collins, very fortunate, was most likely outside the area, but still very close to at least a foul. She came in with the forearm extended. Here's Heisen. McCalligan now. We're under 6 to go in the second half. Sneed able to find Gallagher. Braun continues it over to the near side. Here's Hughes. Hughes. And it's poked away by Bernardi. Quick toss for McNulty. McNulty able to get into the area and puts it towards the net, where sprawling down to the ground was Nia Lipkins. She's been busy here in the second half. As we enter the 86th minute. Heisen, the initial header. And now Braun. Tried to play it through for Hughes. Turner coming over as well as she's chased by Bernardi. And the Friars will have a throw from deep in St. John's territory. Another change here for Providence. Anna Kaluski will replace Yana Braun. Birchwell, dispossessed by Money. Kajan the flick ahead, but the return pass was behind her. Four minutes to go. Gordon leaves it back for Money. Birchwell got the touch, but it was right to Boyd. Here's Aviza. Gallagher, great closing speed to catch up with her. As it's lifted forward for Gordon. Sneed able to find Gallagher. Now the Friars a chance to counter. Here's Hughes with some space. Hughes chased by Money. Cuts it back. McNulty after the errant touch. Birchwell, the shot! And save made by Lipkin as Birchwell trying to finesse that one past the sophomore netminder, but Lipkin's up to the task. Ball drops right at midfield. Collins has it poked away by Sneed. Aviza. And Gallagher trying to win it back for Providence, and that one is knocked out by Aviza. Rothman ready to check back in. She'll replace Kaluski. 2.5 left in regulation. Headed on by Garziano for Collins. And then the deflection off of Ortolano. Money. Has it taken away by Birchwell. Now Hughes. Hughes taking her space. And she's run off the ball by Turner. And that will be a card. So yellow justice will be served to Catherine Turner for that open field hit on Hughes. Here's another look, and she just throws her body in front. And that could also be just the accumulation of a couple of tough challenges from Catherine Turner today. Now this is almost a spot where the Friars were able to generate their first goal. Can lightning strike twice today? Rogers, entry into the box. And saved by Lipkins. Looked like McNulty was able to get a touch to it. 100 seconds left in regulation. Lipkins in no hurry right now. Garziano trying to get out of trouble. Gallagher nearly able to steal it away. Got a little bit of a deflection. Birchwell through the legs. Birchwell into the area, leaves it off. And Boyd clears it out. We're now into the 90th minute of play. Gallagher looking for Birchwell. They'll get to do it again. Birchwell from the end line, trying to get around her defender, but Aviza then playing it off McNulty. I'm not sure either side will have any more opportunities in regulation here. Can the Friars muster something in the final 20 or so seconds? Here's Rothman for Birchwell. Lifts it towards the 18, and that one is going to curl out of play. And with Lipkins in no hurry, that could just about do it for regulation. So, 90 minutes in the books. Nothing decided yet. we are headed to overtime here in Friartown. It's St. John's 1, Providence 1. We'll step aside for just a few moments. We'll be back with more Big East women's soccer action right here on the Big East Digital Network, presented by SoFi.
You have the energy, all right? So make sure your number's called, you're ready to play. Come out there and show people what you can do. Come on, let's go.
See, the day starts a new season. The day starts something that's so powerful that nobody cares about your record.
Play loose and have fun. Right? Get out there, enjoy it, get after them. You have the energy.
Enjoy the moment. Let's have a great time. Here we go.
Energy on 3, 1, 2, 3. Energy.
When you walk back in this locker room, you're going to feel a certain pride about yourself because you know you have made it your own.
But I want you to kind of lock into this drive that has been you all season long.
I want you to remember what we stand for. So trust your teammates to do the right thing. Do it together.
Be the best you today. Let's go.
Okay, we play for each other. We've had a whole heck of a lot of fun this year.
Play together.
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.
You have the energy, all right? So make sure your number's called, you're ready to play. Come out there and show people what you can do. Come on, let's go.
See, the day starts a new season. The day starts something that's so powerful that nobody cares about your record.
Play loose and have fun. Right? Get out there, enjoy it, get after them. You have the energy.
Enjoy the moment. Let's have a great time. Here we go.
Energy on 3, 1, 2, 3. Energy.
When you walk back in this locker room, you're going to feel a certain pride about yourself because you know you have made it your own.
But I want you to kind of lock into this drive that has been you all season long.
I want you to remember what we stand for. So trust your teammates to do the right thing. Do it together.
Be the best you today. Let's go.
Okay, we play for each other. We've had a whole heck of a lot of fun this year.
Play together.
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.
If your money is working toward the same goals, why keep it in different places? SoFi is a one-stop shop for your finances, designed to work better together. Spend with SoFi and get cashback rewards that automatically go toward your goals, like investing in stocks, ETFs, and crypto. That's better together. Or pay down your SoFi debt sooner. That's better together. And that's how SoFi is helping millions get their money right.
And welcome back to Chappie Field here at Anderson Stadium as we get set for overtime. Friars and Red Storm, Big East women's soccer action. Mike Mancuso, glad you could join us here on the Big East Digital Network. And in case you missed it, we'll take a look at how we got to overtime here this afternoon. In the first half, back in the 35th minute, Jessica Garziano was looking maybe to cross, but instead bent it in off the pipe. That would give St. John's a 1-0 lead. That would last until the 57th minute. Hannah McNulty on the free kick. Amber Birchwell on the doorstep with the finish to tie things up at 1 apiece and draw the Friars level. We head now into the first of 2 possible 10-minute overtime sessions. Of course, NCAA soccer, it is golden goal. You score, you win. Friars will start this first overtime defending the goal to the left, which is where they ended the second half. Again, the sun a bit of a factor on balls played from the near side to the far side as it descends behind Anderson Stadium here in Providence. And everything on the line for the Friars. They have to win today, and then they would have to do it again on Sunday on the road against this very same St. John's team if they want to earn the number 2 seed out of the East for next week's Big East tournament, which will be held here at Chappie Field. So everything on the line for the Friars. St. John's has already been eliminated from possible contention, but are certainly willing to play the spoiler role here this afternoon if given the opportunity. So again, Friars in the black uniforms today, white numeral. St. John's wearing the white with the red. Friars defending goal to the left. St. John's goal to the right. And here we go. Rogers quickly pushes it ahead. Gallagher trying to catch up with that one and was able to earn the deflection off of Avisa as the Friars look to go right back on the attack. They created some very dangerous chances in the closing minutes, just couldn't come up with the go-ahead goal as it bounces off a Friar. I'm going to say it was last touched by Birchwell, much to her dismay. And it brings up another goal kick here for Nia Lipkins, who was forced to make a couple of saves, make it 5 saves in that second half. Fighting through it was Collins, and then Ortolano winning it back. However, the delayed foul against St. John, so with no advantage, Providence will have a restart for Christina Rogers, and Friars will go on the offensive, bringing up Sneed. Always a threat with her head. She's open right now if they could find her. Sneed looking for it, but Lipkins able to come off her line and grab it. Good ball from Rogers, but solid defensive play from Lipkins. The rollout this time. Money slips, but it finds its way to Garziano. Hughes able to get it back before Bernardi can make a play on it. Hughes dancing out of trouble. That's Gallagher wide and just left it a little too central that time. Here's Sneed. Left foots it up towards the top of the box, headed away by, and here's Birchwell. Just couldn't slip it through for Hughes. Bernardi looking for Kajan, and Kajan just unable to make a touch on it. Rogers. Quick closeout from Nicole Gordon. That will stay with the Friars. Hughes. And they're going to move her back a couple of yards. Ahead it comes now for Birchwell. McNulty unable to keep it in. The Red Storm now will work on the near side. Looking for Garziano. She's able to take it away from Rothman. Here's Kajan. Switches the field. Collins. Off the back of McCalligot. And now ahead for Gallagher. Gallagher has great pace if she can get going. McNulty now. Slick touch for Gallagher. Hughes making the run with her. Gallagher looking for more options. Hughes trying to turn towards the 18. Hughes cuts it back. Rothman now the shot. And that one sails over the net. Aggressive shot that time from Alexis Rothman. But it sails over the crossbar. We're already 3.5 minutes into the first overtime. Here was Rothman's bid, trying to target that far post, but a little bit too much underneath that shot. Lipkins getting ready to put this one up. Birchwell. And that one's going to be picked up by Lipkins once more. Punt from Lipkins up towards midfield. Rothman, initial header. McNulty the touch, but then cleared away by Bernardi. Settling now, Wysong trying to play it through. Rogers forced to clear it away. Bernardi now with the toss. Finds Heisen the touch for Hughes. Now Bernardi the toss. Played to Kajan. Kajan with some room at the top of the box. Plays it across and headed aside by Collins. Dangerous opportunity there produced by St. John's, but that's a tough one for Collins to try to redirect back on frame. Midway through the first overtime, the Friars have to score to stay in the hunt for a bid to the Big East tournament. Sneed the header. Now Bernardi blasted back down to the far side. Collins giving chase with Ortolano. And Ortolano the touch out of bounds. Going to be a Visa on the throw. And that one wound up out of bounds, so we'll see what the Friars can get cooking on the far side. With just over 4 minutes left. Gallagher. And there's the delayed whistle. His advantage did not exist. Rogers will set this one up. Christina Rogers. Towards the top of the 18. It works its way to Sneed, the turnaround, and that one blasted over. Friars didn't get the deflection they were looking for. There'll be another goal kick upcoming for the Red Storm. Again, Red Storm has not been in any kind of rush to get this one back in play. It's time continuing to tick away here in Providence. McNulty, and now Birchwell trying to win it. Cuts it up ahead for Hughes. Hughes working with Birchwell, and Bernardi. Heel pass out of bounds. And just under 3 minutes left in the first overtime. Hughes looking for a target. Now Rothman. Rothman just couldn't turn past the defender, and it's Garziano pushing it forward. Finds Heisen being tracked by Gordon and safely aways it out of play. Now a chance for a throw-in for St. John's. Garziano and Kajan. Kajan holding on the near side. Back now for Bernardi. McNulty working the counter with Birchwell. They have Gallagher wide. Tried to send it through, but didn't get enough lift on it. Avisa will leave it wide for Collins. Money. We'll send it back for Turner. Rothman. He's going to get called for the foul against Garziano that time. A little bit of a wild swing that time by Alexis Rothman. Garziano a little bit gimpy, but will stay out there. Here's another look at the challenge from Rothman. See the frustration. Took the initial 50-50 shoulder charge and saw that she wasn't going to win it, so she took the foul. Head it comes towards the 18. Birchwell the touch. Garziano pops it up. Top of the box. Rothman Couldn't get a good clearance on it, and it's played by Bodmer. She'll lift it out of harm's way. Cutting back was Wysong. So we're down to about 35 seconds left. Here's Garziano playing it through. Gordon the touch. Feisheisen able to break it up with Bodmer. Dangerous moment there. St. John's nearly had the go-ahead goal. Sneed trying to clear it away. Final 15 seconds. And now the delayed call, but that'll pretty much do it for this first overtime. Nothing has changed. Providence won, St. John's won, as we get set for the second golden goal overtime session. When we return, we're watching Big East women's soccer action right here on the Big East Digital Network, presented by SoFi.
If your money is working toward the same goals, why keep it in different places? SoFi is a one-stop shop for your finances, designed to work better together. Spend with SoFi and get cashback rewards that automatically go toward your goals, like investing in stocks, ETFs, and crypto. That's better together. Or pay down your SoFi debt sooner. That's better together. And that's how SoFi is helping millions get their money right.
You have the energy, all right? So make sure your number's called, you're ready to play. Come out there and show people what you can do. Come on, let's go.
See, the day starts a new season. The day starts something that's so powerful that nobody cares about your record.
Play loose and have fun. All right? Get out there, enjoy it, get after them. You have the energy.
Enjoy the moment. Let's have a great time. Here we go.
Energy on three, 1, 2, 3. Energy.
When you walk back in this locker room, you're gonna feel a certain pride about yourself because you know you have gave it your all.
But I want you to kind of lock into this drive that has been you all season long.
I want you to remember what we stand for. So trust your teammates to do the right thing. Do it together. All right.
Be the best you today. Let's go.
Come on.
Okay, we play for each other. We've had a whole heck of a lot of fun this year.
Play together.
Get on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.
10 minutes set on the clock for the start of overtime number 2. The Friars need a goal to keep their hopes alive of earning a spot in the Big East tournament. St. John's looking to continue to play spoiler here this afternoon. Friars in this second overtime defending goal to the right. St. John's the goal to the left. Friars have controlled play for the most part here this afternoon. Out shooting St. John's 18-8. Including an 8-6 margin shots on goal, 8 corner kicks to just 2 for the Red Storm as well. But none of that matters right now as they are even at 1 apiece. There's Jessica Garziano, a goal back in the 35th minute, her 7th of the season, and then Amber Birchwell, her 3rd of the year. Is Coach Lopes running out of tricks up his sleeve, or does he have one last one that he could pull out? They get the victory here this afternoon. This is the 36th all-time meeting between St. John's and Providence, and it has been a hard-fought battle, to say the least. So here we go. Garziano. Dispossessed by Birchwell, but saved that time by Avisa. Money. As Birchwell again involved in the action, and now Garziano trying to send it through for Gordon. Rogers able to get back, and Bodmer the scoop. And that's a couple of times now in the overtime sessions that Gordon has presented some problems for the Friars, but Rogers doing a nice job of staying with their pace for pace. Punt from Bodmer is going to sail out of bounds over Murphy. And now the throw for Avisa. Missed touch there by Sneed will keep it in possession of the Red Storm. Again, St. John's surely taking its time on some of these restarts as they work to the end line, cross and over the net. Friars looking to get this one back in play. Already a minute and a half gone in the second overtime. Time potentially running out on Providence's postseason hopes. Murphy, a touch, but out of bounds. Avisa. Ken headed by Murphy out of play. Now it comes through for Collins. Kept in for Avisa. Kaluski has it deflect off of Wysong. And now Collins. Towards the 18. Off of Rogers. Kajan trying to get dangerous. Pokes it through, but Bodmer makes the save. Now the rollout here for Hughes. Friars trying to get going on the counter. Hughes working against Bernardi. A little hesitation and then has it poked away. And toss for McNulty. Hughes towards the top of the box, headed away by Avisa. And now it's Kaluski settling in the midfield. Rogers blasted ahead with Murphy making the run. And that'll be headed out by Avisa. Down to the final 7 minutes. And the Friars will maintain possession off a throw deep in St. John's territory. Here's Murphy. As it ping-pongs around, and now Garziano looking for Gordon. Sneed. That one gets just past Garziano. Murphy thought she had the deflection, but lost touch by the Friars. And almost another minute gone by here in overtime. Friars need one more magical moment here this afternoon. Who may provide it? And a foul here against St. John's. The Friars will have a free kick to get it going once more. Avery Sneed on it. Deflects over to Collins. Now Visa plays it forward. Rogers once again. Cummings will take space, but played it behind Kaluski. No way Kaluski can make a play on that one. Cummings, though, able to get it back for Birchwell. Trying to play Gralakis through, but Boyd was there to break it up. Rothman comes up with the steal. Into the 18, takes a deflection, and Lipkins able to make a play on it. Nearly half of the second overtime gone by. 5 minutes left. Pressure mounting here on the Friars. A long punt headed by Rogers for Murphy. Sneed couldn't quite clear it up the field. He gets tangled up with Garziano, and It's going to be a goal kick. And the Friars want Rogers to take this one. I'm not sure she's hearing the commands. They work it out wide for Cummings. Has Hughes if she could send her, and perhaps waited a touch too long. Kajan leaving it back for Bernardi. All the way back to her keeper, McNulty. Almost able to get there in time. Does force an errant pass out of bounds. Friars get it back in quickly. Birchwell knocks it forward, but sent back by Boyd. Ball ping-ponging around here in the midfield. Kaluski. Run off it by Garziano. Garziano now on the run. Kaluski trying to win it back. Sneed was able to knock it off Collins, but the Friars certainly running out of time here. Just over 3 minutes left. Murphy looking for a target, needs to get this one back in play. Collins comes up with it. Gerlakis steals it right back. Hughes cutting through. Tough touch that time from Gerlakis. Friars have been a little hesitant with some of these passes. There'll be another St. John's throw. Avisa. Forwarded on by Collins. Birchwell able to gain it back. Birchwell keeps moving forward. And is going to get called for the foul, much to the dismay of the entire Providence side. Time ticking away. And St. John's letting the clock bleed out. Just over 2 minutes left. Birchwell ahead for McNulty. McNulty fighting through. Won by Turner. Murphy knocks it forward again. Turner crashing through. Under 2 to go. Toss from Murphy. Gerlakis heads it on. Turner for Collins. Birchwell fighting for it. Kaluski ahead, but right to money. Kaluski keeps moving forward. Friars looking for one last chance. Here's Gordon. And Rothman coming back, gets taken down. Friars need to hurry though, just over a minute left. This perhaps will be the last chance for the Friars to really get something going. Rogers. Knocks it ahead, 1 minute left. Birchwell leaves it wide for Murphy, but too wide. "45 seconds. Knocked out again for another throw. Gordon heading it forward. Garziano with it. Cuts it back. Chips it over Cummings. Bodmer hits it forward. 15 seconds. Bernardi able to keep it alive. Rothman a tough touch. And that will just about do it. So St. John's able to play spoiler here this afternoon as they play to a 1-1 double overtime draw, ending the Friars' hopes of earning a spot in the Big East tournament. That means UConn will join Georgetown out of the Eastern Division of the Big East in next week's Big East tournament. So that'll pretty much do it for us here in Providence. On behalf of our entire hardworking Big East Digital Network team, I'm Mike Mancuso saying thanks for watching and have a great night.
If your money is working toward the same goals, why keep it in different places? SoFi is a one-stop shop for your finances, designed to work better together. Spend with SoFi and get cashback rewards that automatically go toward your goals, like investing in stocks, ETFs, and crypto. That's better together. Or pay down your SoFi debt sooner. That's better together. And that's how SoFi is helping millions get their money right.
When you walk back in this locker room, you're going to feel a certain pride about yourself because you know you have gave it your all.
But I want you to kind of lock into this drive that has been you all season long.
I want you to remember what we stand for. So trust your teammates to do the right thing. Do it together. All right.
Be the best you today. Let's go.
Okay, we play for each other. We've had a whole heck of a lot of fun this year.
Play together.
Get on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.